FlossTube. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel about cross stitch and my name is Amy. So glad you're here with me today. I have a lot of fun things to show you and to talk about, and I'm glad you made it. So let's dig right in. This past week, what did I do? Well, I decided to go to Home Depot and get some paint for my soon-to-be craft room and then my guest bedroom. Since some of my kids moved out, I have those two rooms empty now, and I thought, okay, I need to paint those and get those ready to start the transformation. So I went to Home Depot, and you go there with colors in your mind, and then you see that wall of paint cards, and it's like you're lost. You don't know where you're going, what color you want. Why is that? That's like super annoying. I spent forever and I'm like, that's it, just focus on one color. So I brought my fabric for my curtains with me, and I tried some different greens, and those were cute, but then I got nervous about my finishes on the wall and things I was going to hang on the wall. I thought a light green would be really cute, and then I decided I was a chicken. I was too scared. So I thought, okay, great, maybe I'll just do a gray color, like a light gray color. Keep the room light and bright since there's a smaller space. So I tried some grays, and I think I found a gray I like. I'm going to put some of it on the wall and check it and make sure. And then for my guest bedroom, I decided, let's look at the Oops paint at Home Depot. Let's see if there's any colors that will work. Who cares? I don't want to spend a lot of money on that room because I know I'm going to need some furniture for my craft room. And so I went to the Oops section in Home Depot where the paint is, where someone orders a color and they never come back and get it. And so they changed it up a little bit. So I'm looking, and there's a brown color. It's a little dark, but it didn't look too bad. And so I thought, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be just kind of basic for that room. And so I bought it. It was only $7, and I thought, perfect. So I bought it, came on home, and I started painting that room. Well, the room previously was kind of like a Tiffany blue color. And so that brown was really looking kind of nasty on the wall next to that blue, but I thought, keep going. It's just because you're seeing the blue and you're seeing the brown side by side. So I painted the whole thing, and let me find a way to describe the color to you. Picture a rich chocolate, high quality chocolate. And then picture cheap crap chocolate from the grocery store color. That's it. Kind of looked like a cheap chocolate that you would get from the grocery store, like at Easter time for your kids. I don't know. So I don't know if I know I don't love it. Well, what I'm trying to wait and find out is if I can live with it, because my shoulder hurt after roller brushing that whole room and taping it all off. By myself. It was a lot of work. So if I can live with it, it's best, because I really don't want to focus any more time and attention to that room. I want to focus on the fun room, the craft room, my sewing room. So I'm thinking I'm going to live with it for a little bit and see how I feel. My daughter came over and she said it was fine. And I think my sister was telling me, once you get the bed in there, and if you choose like the right comforter to really set it off, it'll probably be fine, and they're probably right. So I think I might leave it, and if someday someone ever has to stay in there again, then they can pick a paint and they can paint it, right? So that was my painting adventure for this week, and I learned a good lesson that skip the Oops paint and just pay $30 for a can of paint. I mean, really, $30. But right now I want all my money to go to that sewing room, things I need to buy to decorate it, and there's always more patterns I want, and I could always use more fabric, right? So, hey, a girl's got a priority list. So that was my painting story. And then I was doing some more thinking. I had mentioned last week about my rotation and how I want to stitch earlier on seasonal pieces. And I think that that's why people stitch, you know, Santa Sunday, Merry Monday, Witchy Wednesday, is because they want to have pieces going all year for certain holidays, and that makes a lot of sense. So I was sitting there trying to think, okay, well, what would my lineup be? Because I want to have a 4th of July or patriotic piece I'm working on. I want to have a Halloween piece I'm working on. I want to have fall, like a Thanksgiving or a harvest piece. And then I have summer, like, you know, those few months. I'm trying to do, I think, like strawberries and bees and sunflowers and all that sort of thing. So I need something for then. Then, of course, Christmas, Valentine's Day. So I was trying to assign the days of the week to a certain holiday. But then the other problem I was thinking about is I don't always have time to stitch every single day. So then what if I miss a day? Then what do I do? So I kind of want to have a free day where I could just pick either a day I missed and stitch on that day, or, you know, something like that. So a couple ideas I had so far. I'm going to kind of shout them out to you. And if you have a better suggestion or a different lineup that might work, I would love, 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 love a comment below with those suggestions. So I'm kind of thinking, because I'm working on the Snow Village the whole year, maybe doing a Sunday Snow Village Sunday. And then I want to do quicker pieces for Christmas. So I thought I would do a Merry Monday. That way I can work on a piece that I'll get done maybe that month. So I can, you know, have a change out instead of just doing my only Christmas piece only being Snow Village. So I'm gonna do maybe like Merry Monday. And then I was thinking to be determined Tuesday or up to you Tuesday. That could be maybe my free day where I pick a day that I missed the week before and stitch on that piece, or there's just something that I would like to stitch on that isn't in the lineup. Maybe stitch on something twice, 2 days in a row. Maybe I'm really into one of my, maybe I'm really into Merry Monday's piece and I want to stitch it for 2 days and not just one, something like that. Or if I'm on a time crunch and I need to get something finished, that could be on that day. Then possibly Witchy Wednesday, self-explanatory. And Thursday, I thought Thursday could be Throwback Thursday, and that could be my oldest whip. No matter what season it is, that would be on that day. I would make sure. And then as I complete a piece, I'd move the next oldest whip into that slot. Friday, maybe Fall Friday, so I could do Thanksgiving and Fall, Autumn pieces. And Stars and Stripes Saturday. I'm a little concerned with Saturday stitching. That's probably the one day that I sometimes don't get time to stitch. So we'll see. If you have a different idea for the lineup and what I could do, the rotation, maybe the rotation, how you do your rotation, that would be great. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on that. Yesterday, Saturday, I went to my niece's 12th birthday party. Happy birthday, Rizzy. She's charisma. She's so sweet. She had her 12th birthday party, and she had a friend / family party at her clubhouse where they live, and she had painting for her friends and everybody. They had they had tons of canvases and lots of paint and paintbrushes, and they had long tables set up. So that was fun. Then there was a swimming pool, of course, and lots of good food, and she had a good group of little friends over, and then plus all the family was there, and that was great to see everybody. And so my son and I took a canvas and we decided to paint it together, and we did a play off of we did the truckin' along for June, the strawberries and the white truck. We did our version of that as a painting. I should take a picture of it. It turned out really cute. Maybe I'll text her and have her take a picture and send it to me, so I can show you guys. But we did, it was a white canvas, so we did the strawberries and some flowers, and then the truck we made blue, and just some little changes, but it turned out really cute, and then we wrote her name on it to give to her. And so that was fun, painting with my son, kind of brainstorming how to pull that off. And then I did some swimming with my grandkids over there, and had a great time. So then, oh, and while we were there, my mom and dad had come down. They live about 3 hours north of the valley. So they also came to town, and I had asked my mom for her secret garden, if she had a secret garden book, because I wanted to read that as I joined the Secret Garden Stitching Club. And so she did, she brought it for me. So here's the book. There's no cover on it. It's an older copy, and it was published 1938. Could that be it? Maybe. Copyright renewal, is that when the date you go by? I don't know. I don't know if that's the date you're supposed to use to tell how old the book is. But let me show you the inside the page. That's so pretty. So thank you, Mom, for that. And then she also brought me another book. It's called Complete Guide to Needlework, Embroidery, Needlepoint, Knitting, Applique, Quilting, Patchwork, Macrame, Crochet, Rug Making, and Lace Work. And this one was put on published by the Reader's Digest. And $19.83. So I thought that might be fun to look through, interesting to look through. Looks like they have some quilting designs and stuff. My mom and I are gonna, my mom's made quilts and stuff, of course, over the years. She's an excellent seamstress. And growing up, she even sewed professionally. She used to sew like tents and down parkas and all these really like complicated things for a company while she stayed home with my brother and my sisters. I'm the oldest. I have 3 sisters and a brother. He's a baby of the family. And it was his birthday yesterday. Hi, Ben. He doesn't watch these. So there were 5 of us. So my mom tried to do things staying at home. And so she sewed for a company and made all sorts of items. They would send her all the kit, everything that it needed, and then she would sew at home and send it back. And she did beautiful work. It was really amazing. And even at one point, she had a business called Kids Can Sew, and she had, I think, 4 sew machines, some Singer sew machines, and the kids would come for sewing lessons like you would go for piano lessons or something like that to her house. And when she finished doing that business, she gave each one of us girls a sewing machine that she had for that. So that's a Singer sewing machine I've been using for ever. What, almost 30 years now? It's a beast, man. It's tried and true. It's amazing how long it's last, and I love it. And I'll be sad when it wears out someday. But yeah, so when I set up my sewing room, and I'll do a tour eventually, and you'll see my old sewing machine. So yeah, that's that. But we're gonna do some quilts together. She's gonna try to teach me some stuff because I would love to do some quilts. And then she gave me this old iron. It's a challenge. I can't read it. Anyway, it doesn't have the cord or anything, but it's just an old little metal iron. I thought that was super cute and fun. So that was yesterday. And then I rushed from my niece's party over to my friend's house. There was some guests in town, and so they had a big barbecue and pool party. And so I was out in the sun yesterday swimming and hanging out with them for a few hours, and that was lots of fun too. So it was a big swim day yesterday, and yep, I put on a swimsuit and I got in the pool at both places. And I'm a huge advocate of, hey, this is your body, enjoy life. I mean, I don't have a swimsuit body. I'm overweight. I have, you know, I'm curvy. Curvy in all the wrong places, but you know what? I'm not gonna let that stop me from having fun and enjoying life and making memories. And so, okay, I got off my soapbox. But anyway, I got a little bit of sun, and you can tell because my freckles are starting to connect. But anyway, so it was a fun day. I really enjoyed myself, enjoyed everyone's company, and was grateful for the chance to get together. I think one thing through all this is it just really makes you appreciate everybody more. So that was a lot of fun. And let's see, let me flip back to my notes here. I have this cute little Ray Dunn notepad that my grandson colored on. It says lists on it. I just love Ray Dunn stuff. It's so fun. Anyway, so that's my list. That's what you see me looking down at. Trying to keep on track with what I want to go over with you guys. And I lost my page. Okay. Okay, so whips. My whips for this week. Oh, and then I also, sorry, I'm so like that. And also this week I had my grandkids over and I watched them for, you know, a good part of the day. So my daughter could do some unpacking in her apartment. It's really hard with a 7-month-old and a 3-year-old to get things unpacked. So I said, I'll come pick them up, bring them over to my house, let them play. And we had such a fun time. I have a little blow-up pool in the backyard, and we played in the water and just loved on them. It was so fun. Oh, I love them so much. You just can't believe how much you can love, you know. Even I feel like I love them more than my kids, which is silly. I know that's not true. But maybe it's just because it's been so long since they were babies and it's all new again. I don't know. Okay, anyway, back to whips. So this week I did work on Memorial Day. God Shed His Grace on Thee. It's by Hands On Design. I'm going to be holding things up a little longer. I noticed my videos have been blurry and I apologize for that. I had it on the wrong setting last week, and so I hope the setting will do better. I'm on a real camera, not a phone. And so I'll try to hold them a little longer so they could have time to focus. I think that might have been part of my problem, besides the fact that I was on the wrong setting. But anyway, here's my progress. I got all the words done across the top. So that's coming along, and I really love that. I love patriotic stuff so much. My dad was a huge advocate of the Constitution, freedom, our rights, and voting, and he really instilled in us a very strong love for our country, and just, you know, standing up for what's right and being active voter and participating in that. And so patriotic pieces really just hit me right in the heart. So I'm just being so sentimental today. What is up with that? I'll try not to cry on you guys. Jeez, I'm a crybaby. Okay, then my next whip, I worked on my snow village. I am on the second row, and I was gonna, there's only 3 scenes in the second row. There's 2 small scenes on each side, and then a big banner, because it's the middle of the pattern, middle of the series. I was gonna jump over to the far right, if you're looking at it, little scene, but I was nervous because my counting hasn't been perfect on this, and I didn't want to not have room for that banner in the middle. So I switched gears and I started the banner. That way I can go from left to right, and just hopefully if I run out of room at the end, I can adjust that little scene, and I don't think it will be as critical as that middle section of the banner. So I got the snow outline done, and I think I counted that long line probably 20 times because I was being so careful because I'm tired of messing that up. Oh, anyway. And then I got the long poles done for the banner and the the wood done on it. And that took a long time, believe it or not. It's amazing how one long line of cross stitch can take forever, but you all know how that goes, right? I think I stitched on that one. Let me look in I have my little cross stitch journal. I love this. This has been a great investment. It's not too big. There's 50 pages. I love it. I love it, love it. I'm gonna buy another one once I get done. I stitched on the banner for 2 hours. That took about 2 hours, so that's a lot. I'm on project number 21. I have 21 projects, so that's coming right along. Let me give you an update on my, I have some finishes. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 done of my stitch 20 and 20. So I'm almost there. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm sure I'll exceed my goal for this year. That's not, I still have a half a year left basically. So that's my progress for Snow Village. And then I didn't have any new finishes for this week, but last week I did have 2 finishes, but I hadn't fully finished them. And I did go ahead and fully finish those for this week. So my first one is my Be Well and Stay Home Stitch series from the different artists, designers. And I finished from Hello from Liz Maz. Whoa, blah, blah, blah. Let me start again. I finished a free pattern from Hello by Liz Matthews, or Hello from Liz Matthews. I can't get that right. I'll try it again. Hello from Liz Matthews. And let me find it. Okay, so Hello from Liz Matthews. Let's Stay Home is a free chart, and you can get it off of her Instagram. If you go to her Instagram and to click on her bio area, there's a link there you can click on to get it. So I finished it. And I had originally stitched I stitched Let's Stay Home in Black Coffee by Classic Colorworks. And I originally stitched the little pink heart in Blushing Beauty by Classic Colorworks, but it was too light. It didn't really show. So I went over it with my my Sulky 12 weight petite floss in a darker pink. And I didn't write it on here yet. Let me go grab that real quick. Okay, I had written it on the pattern. I had written the color change on the pattern, but I hadn't put it into my book yet. So I stitched over the Blushing Beauty because I thought if some of it shows, it will give it more dimension, such a little space to have a variegated floss. So I thought if I stitch over it, when you look at it up close, you might see little hints of the Blushing Beauty, but then you'll also see the darker color. So I did the Silky 12 weight cotton number 1109, 1109, and on top of it, so it actually has the equivalent of 4 threads, which also makes the heart kind of pop off the fabric a little bit more, which is super cute. I chose just a pink ribbon that had white stitching along the top and bottom, and so I attached that, and then I did a pink polka dot back on it, and I used a scrap piece of the linen to cover the opening, and I just did it like a stitch on the back to make it kind of look a little bit more like, what's the word? It's not perfect, it's more primitive, I guess. Oh, hang on, let me show you the back. I think I'm gonna look for cute little buttons to add to it, like having hanging, like Hands On Design does. So that's my plan, I'm gonna finish that. But anyway, I think it turned out really adorable. It's gonna go in my little wooden tray, and I have 6 of them done now, and super cute, love it. It's heavy, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Okay, so that was one of my finishes, my fully finished FFO, and then my other piece, last week I completed the bottom half of the June Truckin' Along by Priscilla and Chelsea, the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. I did the bottom half, and so I have the, oh, there's glue strings all over. I have the, I did this late last night after the, yes, after the 2 barbecues, just for you. I got my butt off the couch even though I was exhausted, and I finished this because I wanted to have something to show you guys. I have the frame. I picked it up from Hobby Lobby right when I saw Priscilla show it, because I know the stuff flies off the shelf whenever she shows something, so you have to be like on top of it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull, let me just show you. If you can't tell, I love red. So I was gonna do some black, but I thought, you know what? No, I really wanted to play up on the red. I got some glue strings. Anyway, I'll have to get those off. This I mounted on sticky board, and then I glued this to another piece of board with just some red check, buffalo check, I think that's what you call it. And then I had some fabric, red, it looks like kind of like a handkerchief print. I'm not sure if there's like a fancy word for it. But I just ripped some strips and I glued that on the back. And then used a magnet. I used a magnet on the back. And I used a washer, excuse me. I used a washer on the back. I dug through my husband's. Guess what happened? I was right in the middle of showing you my finish, and I recorded the whole rest of the video, and when I went to turn off the video, it had stopped, and I didn't know it had stopped recording me halfway through. So take 2. Ah, bummer. I was so excited. Okay, so we were talking about my finish and how I had finished it, and I put a washer on the back and a magnet on the frame. That way, if I ever do finish the top of this pattern, this is June, I'll be able to rotate it, move the magnet around, and frame it differently. But for now, I'm really happy with how this turned out. The bow is, I used just ribbon with wire in it, just like a burlap type ribbon. And this strawberry, how cute is that? With all the little bling on it, it's like a little pillow. And it was actually a keychain. So it was a keychain. It was mounted on the little keychain stuff here, like this. Let me show you. And I was in line when Burlington Coat Factory first opened up, and I was in line for an hour. And you know how they weave you in and out of the rows of tchotchke and merchandise and trinkets and this and that and gadgets. Yep, that's where they were. And I saw this strawberry and died. I thought it was so cute. So I bought the keychain. I took it right off the keychain and attached it to my finish. And I love it. I'm probably going to take off this stand on the back because I will display it this way. And if I do want to hang it up, I still have the hanger here. So I'm going to be ripping this off. I don't like the fact that you can see it behind here. So I'm going to find a place in my house for it. And you'll see it on the 4th of July tour I'm going to do. I have my patriotic 4th of July stuff out. And so I don't have as much as Priscilla and Chelsea does, but I do have a fair amount. So I'll show you that stuff. That tour, all my stuff, all my decor in that tour. So that was my finish for this week. And it's hard to remember what part I told you and I didn't tell you yet. That took me 21 hours. It was really hard to stitch on that black fabric. It was really slow stitching for me. I know that it would have been faster if I would have stitched it on something else. I'm hoping YouTube chooses this for my screen. So random, some of the pictures they choose. So I stitched on 20 count black Jobelin even weave fabric, if you want to know the fabric on that. All right. So that concludes my FFOs. We had a giveaways last week, Pass a Stash. And Pass a Stash is basically patterns that I've stitched that I'm going to pass along and hope that you can enjoy them and do the same. I had 2 patterns that I was going to share this week, and so both of the names are hard. And I don't want to pronounce them wrong. So I think I'm going to insert a picture of their comment and their name on the screen. And I'll try to pronounce them, but please forgive me if I say your name wrong. Okay, the first giveaway, Pass a Stash giveaway I have, was for this pattern, Dolce Vita. And the winner is Hildy Johnson. And she had to mention Good Life in her comment, and I used the YouTube random comment picker, and you were chosen, Hildy. I hope I'm not pronouncing your name too wrong. I appreciate you being a subscriber and watching, and in the comments below the video will be my email address. Please send me your mailing address, and I will get this in the mail to you right away. Congratulations. And if I don't hear back from you and the other winner by the end of the week, next week, I will have to choose a new winner. So please comment quickly by email. And then the next pattern on Pass a Stash that I have is Jardin Privé Patchwork Cats. The word you needed to mention in the comment was patchwork, and the winner is Virpi R. V-I-R-P-I. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I apologize. I'm going to insert your comment here for you to see your name. And please email me your mailing address and I will get the pattern right out to you guys this week. And you have to be 18 or older, and I appreciate you both viewing my videos and your comments. Okay, now we're going to go into haul. So for haul this week, I watched Teresa Kogut. Her channel is awesome. She's such an amazing designer. And she has a new Halloween series out called Fabulous Monsters Series. And I think they're so cute. She's doing 2 monsters per pattern. And I got pattern number 1. It's called Party Pete and Skelly. They are so cute. I'm definitely going to be starting this one this week, Party Pete, and I will be ordering number 2 when it comes out. She showed those a week or 2 ago, and they'll be out in July, and it's so cute. I can't wait. So I'm going to start that for Halloween this week. And I did some download PDF patterns from some websites. I went to Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla and Chelsea, and they have Old Glory, What's in My Cups Patriotic Series. So I purchased that PDF download. I think my ink was running out by this one, so the picture isn't as vivid as it should be. And I also ordered off their website, Etsy shop, Honeybee, What's in My Cup Summer Series, with the Ray Dunn cup that says Honeybee on it, the skip and the beehives. That is so cute. I do decor for summer with, after the 4th of July, I put out my honeybee sunflower items, and I'm gonna mix in strawberries for a little bit of red. So I think that'll be pretty. I'll keep that out all summer. So I got those 2 patterns. Hands Across the Sea sampler. Nicoletta, she's been doing a little gem series for this COVID time and having PDF charts for download, and I bought 2 of her charts from her little gems. This one is called Sarah Spencer 1870, and it says God made a beauteous garden with lovely flowers strewn. And the picture doesn't do it justice. You'll have to go to her website to see a better picture of it. And that's really pretty. And her patterns, the PDF patterns, are really nice. She gives you a color set, and then she also gives you black and white. So depending on how you like to stitch. So I have that I downloaded and printed. And then also Jane Hearth, 1868. It says Through the Eyes of a Child. And this one is, the colors were so vivid. Again, the printout doesn't really do it justice, but so pretty. Okay, and then a little exciting news. I finally won a giveaway. I watch a lot of different FlossTube channels, and anytime they have giveaways, I always enter. Why not? Add to my stash. So I was watching Niecy Lynn a few weeks ago, and she was doing Pass the Stash, and she had just finished out of a magazine the chart. And the magazine was from, hang on, I need my readers. Don't mind my dollar store readers. 2009, September and October issue of 2009. She had just finished Halloween Revelry. And I won! I'm so excited. She sent this to me with an adorable handmade card. It says, wishing you ridiculous amounts of happiness. I love that. Ridiculous amounts. I love that so much. It's a pretty peach card. It's a handmade card. And I will put on the screen the email address if you want to order some handmade cards. I'm guessing the person who makes them sells them, but it's super pretty, great quality. Thank you, Nisi Lynn, I love it. If you're not watching her, head over to her channel. She's super fun, she has great stories, adorable accent, and her stitching is beautiful. So, yay, that was fun. I'm gonna be starting that for this Halloween season also. All the starts in no time. Okay, that's all my haul. Oh, no, not all my haul. I have, so, I don't know if this story got cut out, but I'm sorry. The way I am, I'll wrap up something and then an idea will pop in my head of something I wanted to tell you. So sorry about that. My kids laugh at me because they say I always do that, even on the telephone. So they've learned over the years, like if I'm done, I say, okay, bye, and they say bye. They don't hang up right away because I'll go, oh, wait, tell them more. Just the way my brain works. I can't help it, sorry. I have haul from Hobby Lobby. And my friend had told me that they had turned their 4th of July 40% off. So there were a few things I had my eye on I wanted to go get. They had some ornaments for my 4th of July tree by my front door that I had my eye on, but I didn't want to pay full price. So I was waiting for them to go 40% off. So once I heard they went 40% off, I ran over there, and they also had this really pretty flag pillow that was sold out, so I was bummed it wasn't there. And that's the risk you take when you wait for that 40% off to come, but that's okay. And I was looking for fabric placemats for 4th of July so I could turn them into project bags, and they didn't have any. So they did have this 4th of July table runner, and it's really adorable. So I'm gonna try to make project bags out of this. Wish me luck. We'll see how that goes. They also, I went to the spring section, it was 90% off, all their spring items. So if you go to the holiday area and then you go to the back where the spring is, they have it clearance for 90% off. And I thought this would be awesome as a finishing piece. There's a 4x6 opening and it's got a little clip on it. And originally it was $11.99, and then I got 90% off. So I mean, can't beat that. And I'll just throw it into my finishing pile. It's got the little clip on it. So if you get a chance, run down and go pick that up. It's 5793393 is the number on the back. Be really cute for a future finish. And then from Hobby Lobby, I also got ribbon on the 4th of July, 40% off. I got some blue with stripe, red wire on the edges, and a star. Then I have the red, white, and blue ribbon, and a blue, white little mini stars ribbon for future finishing. And then I picked up some fabric. They have by Zweigart Artiste fabric, and I found 28 even weave in white by Zweigart, and it's a 30-inch by 36-inch piece, so that's a big piece. I have some big projects coming up, so I picked up that one, and I will dye it. I don't know what color, depends on what I end up stitching on it, but more than likely this will get dyed. And then I also, they have this gray like check, and it's 32 count, 11 3/4 inch by 18 inches. And that would be cute for something. I also got the 28 count even weave in a light blue and an ivory. One of them, the light blue, is 14 3/4 inch by 18 inch, and the ivory is 15 inches by 18 inches. And I got some sticky board. I got 4 pieces of the 5x7, which I used one already on my June truck. I got an 8x10 piece, 11x14 piece, and a 16 by 20. So I could do some finishing on those. I didn't have any, I was out. And that is pretty much all my haul. I do have one more thing here. This is my Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly subscription. So I saved it for the end because, oh wait, I forgot something. See? True fashion. You'll get used to it. Back up. Before I let you sign off, and before I do the Stitch Quarterly, I want to show you part of my haul. My sister and her mother-in-law gave me a box of old magazines. And they're starting to fall apart and deteriorate, and I think that would be a shame. So my plan is to make some thread, I call it thread keep, I guess. The rings, you hang the little jewelry, I think that's what they call it. Or a floss ring jewelry, the little emblems or the little charms on it. I'm gonna make from these old magazines some of those. And I have an Etsy shop I opened. It's called Mrs. Flossy, mrs.flossy, Flossy. And right now there's nothing in the shop, but as soon as I'm a week or two get some of these made up, I'm gonna put them on there, and I'll let you know when I have them completed. But I wanted to show you, this is just a small handful of the magazines that are in that box. I won't show you all of them, but they are so cool. This is the Ladies' Home Journal. It cost 15 cents back in June 1906, okay? Look how awesome this is. Huge magazine. The back of it has an ad from Kodak. Look at the guy with the old camera. And this is super fun. The ads, most of them are black and white. They do have some color in it. Oh, look at this. They got some sheet music in here. That might be good for finishing. I don't know. We'll see. There's like a tomato soup, old tomato soup ad on the side there. So I'm gonna make some fun stuff with that, with these. This one is a McCall's magazine. It says 3 magazines in one. It's from June 1938. It costs 10 cents in the US and Canada. Look at this. So cool. Yeah, let's see if there's something fun I can show you in this. Oh, interesting. So much fun. I don't know. I'm gonna have fun going through these and looking for things. Oh, this is, I'll show you. It's a wedding gown in double roll. It has a little jacket on it, and then you take the jacket off and it turns into an evening dress. Isn't that fun? So fun. This one is 10 cents for Today's Housewife, February 1918. And this has an ad on the back, The Little Old Dutch Works Wonders in the Kitchen. And it's a Old Dutch cleanser ad. Super cool. Then there's the Ladies' Home Journal, and it was from 1908. It cost 15 cents. Kind of coming apart here. And look at the ad on the back of this. It's cool. Here's new crochet work from Ireland. Huh. This ad says, what other women have found. This department is an exchange of ideas of helpful hints, whether it concerns the family, the kitchen, nursery, sewing room, or any other part of the house. Oh, how cool. I might have to read through those and share them with you each week. That'll be fun. I have to get my readers out. There's some fun stuff. I'm going to take my time and go through and try to find the little tidbits and stuff. It'll be fun. This is a pictorial review, February 1927. It came off a magazine. It's probably in the box. But look how pretty that cover is. Oh, look at this. Fels Napta. This is still sold. I buy mine at Walmart. It's an orange bar for laundry stains. It takes stains out of clothing fabulously. You sweat the stain and work it into the fabric and rinse it out. And I've been using this since my kids were born, over 27 years. Apparently it was a big deal back in 1927. So, you know, tried and true. If you haven't tried Fels Napta, FELS-NAPTHA, it's amazing. Get some, try it. And it's cheap. This is the People's Home Journal, March 1916. And it cost 5 cents. Crazy. Now you pay sometimes $8 for a magazine. Okay, this is the Ladies' Home Journal from April 1943. Cost 15 cents. Look how cute this cover is. I just had an idea. I'm gonna save these covers and I'm gonna put them in my sewing room on the wall for art. Won't that be cool? Ooh, I'm so excited. I love it. Because I don't want to lose, I mean, this is awesome. I don't want to lose that. That'd be, oh, fun. I love it when you have a good idea. Okay, and then Women's Home Companion, March 1943, 15 cents. Isn't she beautiful? Pretty picture. Women back then in their day are so classy looking. I don't know. Love it. Oh, anyway, so that's for fun. Now I think that's everything except for my Stitch Quarterly. I saved this for the end because if you have subscribed to Stitch Quarterly from Fat Quarter Shop and you have not received your Stitch Quarterly for June, July, I don't want to spoil it for you. So I saved this for the very end. And I understand if you sign off early and don't get spoiler alert. I don't want to ruin the fun for you. So if you subscribe to Fat Quarter Shop, Stitch Quarterly, and you have not received your package for this quarter, please log off now. See you next time. For those of you who haven't subscribed to Stitch Quarterly, I thought it'd be fun to open it together. Okay, so let's look at my Stitch Quarterly. I'm so excited. Oh, American Spirit. Oh, look at that, canvas bag. So cute. It's a smaller size. It's probably, let's see. So it's a little bigger than 8 by 10. So it'll hold a small project. Isn't that cute? Cute canvas bag. And let's see what we got. Oh, how cute. Look. Packaged adorable. The front has a little goodies and a pretty red and white ribbon. And the back says, what's in my bag? And there's 6 things. It shows you a list of them on the back. Let's dive in. So, inside we have The pattern, cross stitch pattern. American Spirit is what it's called. It's a flag, oh, with hearts, and oh, it's so adorable. Look at that. Is that pretty? I love it. The stitch count is 65 by 59, and the recommended fabric is Vintage Country Mocha 25 count Lugana. Isn't that pretty? I love how they finished it too. So cute. I'll show you the fabric. I love it. So pretty. Now I need to start another patriotic. Oh, I need a serious rotation, guys. I need your help. How can I work all this in? Look at how pretty this is. The variation in the fabric, so pretty. Isn't that nice? So pretty, love it. And then the thread colors are DMC. 3760, 321, 3750, and 3865. Aren't those pretty? Only 4 colors, that's nice, love it. And then inside they had a needle minder, not a needle minder, what's it called? It's called a needle case, American Spirit. It's got a sticker on the front of it. And inside is a needle. They provide you with a needle. So you have everything you need, needle, floss, fabric, pattern, project bag. What's not to love about that? And then they have a fun notion. I think this is a new notion they're carrying. It's by Line Keepers, it's called Line Keepers. It's for cross stitch, set of 4 magnetic line keepers by It's So Emma. And so we were talking about the It's So Emma cross stitch line keepers, and there's 2 of them, 1 by 6 inches folded, and 2 of them that are 1 by 7.5 inches folded. I could have really used this on my Memorial Day when I was stitching along the bottom all the grass. I know I got off on the pattern, I kept losing my place. So these would have really come in handy, and I'm excited to give them a try and see how they work. So that's fun. I love it. My first Stitch Quarterly. I didn't do last quarter because I was like, what if I don't like it? But then I thought the home sunflower was really cute. And then when they showed a sneak peek of this one, I thought, oh, I'm probably gonna like it. And I do. I love it. So that was really fun. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you who subscribe, I really appreciate it. I really love all your comments. I check my phone throughout the day to read comments from you all, and I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give me an email picture of your stitchy chair, your favorite stitchy chair. I am looking to try to find one, or if you know the name, style number, or where you got it, so I can look for it. I would love your advice. Also comment on your rotation, any rotation ideas, and just anything you want to share with me. I would love to hear it, and I really appreciate all of you. I look forward to doing videos for you every week, and I just wanted to wish you a great week ahead, and hope you get lots of stitching time in, and God bless America. God bless all of you and yours, and until next time, bye-bye. See you later.